Let me see. I don't know. It doesn't. Ain't Facebook. Sorry. Let me take this out. My mom. Okay, Facebook. So this is gonna be very quick. I'm sitting in my car on Georgia Avenue. It's late at night. This ain't my neck of the woods, but I just wanted to come on really quick. I had to make a run really quick. I left my baby in the hospital. Very tired. I'm very tired, but that won't stop me. So I wanted to come on and just talk really quick with you guys. And when I'm talking, I might cry. So excuse my tears. Matter of fact, don't even excuse my tears, because I have to be very real, transparent, and be myself with you guys. So as you know, I've been in the hospital with my daughter for the past couple days, and I'm coming to you as a single mom. I'm coming to you as Nita. I'm a single mother of 5 children, and it doesn't feel too great when you are sitting there alone. And I believe that if many of you, whether you have 1 kid, 2 children, whatever, being a single mom is not easy. It's not just about feeding your children. It's not just about clothing them, providing for them. There are so many other things that go into play with this. The one thing none of us ever wanted to do was raise our kids alone and have to see them suffer in pain. So for me, it's very challenging right now to see my daughter to go through this, but I am so grateful for her strength. In that, I'm grateful for God keeping me, because as I'm surviving and every day in recovery, with depression, sometimes the road gets a little discouraging. I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes you're gonna feel like, am I making the right decisions? Am I doing the right thing? Everybody isn't gonna understand you, and it's not for everybody to understand you. But I speak humbly and from my heart for those who are suffering. They will understand me when I speak the things that I speak. They will understand when I share these videos and share everything that I've gone through, all the hell, all the tears, everything. And so I come to you from a place of right now, the feelings that I'm having, it is more of a bit of sadness, a little bit. And sometimes I'm wondering, again, it's going through my mind, Nita, are you really doing the right thing? But when I go back to the people that inbox me, email me, and say thank you for sharing, thank you for helping me, I'm reminded every day that I'm not making a mistake. That from me sharing my own journey and being honest, is helping somebody else, and somebody else's life was saved. Because I remember being in the house and I didn't have anybody to go to. I didn't have anybody to talk to. I didn't have anyone to understand me, and I felt so alone. I felt like I came in this world just to live and die like this. Like it wasn't a place for me in this world. I felt like my life was just a mess. I was angry, I was sad, I was hurt, I was broken. But I just thank God for keeping me every day, because I didn't have anybody to talk to. I went to the source. I went to God, because I felt like I was worthless. And I didn't want to die. I wanted to live. I didn't know how to. I couldn't trust anybody else. I couldn't trust the words of others. Every time someone said they would do something, they never did it. And to this day, this still happens. But right now, today, when that happens, I'm like this. I ain't bothered by it. But I won't ever believe a word you say again. I'm just going to be honest. The other thing is, I remember feeling like something was wrong with me, but nobody knew my story. Nobody knew the pain behind the tears, the hurt behind everything. Nobody knew anything. You don't just wake up depressed. Something has had to happen. And for me, it was a lifetime of pain. It was a lifetime of trauma. When I started to get educated on what this was, and I was able to kind of go back to those things that were hurting me, that I was holding on to assist and help me heal. But I started to incorporate nutrition, self-talk, setting goals, and writing as a creative way of getting me out of where I was at. I also did like aromatherapy, and meditation was something I did daily to make sure, and I still do, to stay focused. As I started to incorporate those things in others, I started to become on the road of recovery. I started to lose weight, so my chronic illness was no longer an issue anymore. I started to learn how to stay focused. I started to regain my strength again, so I started to do things that every day people do. Go to the grocery store, drive your kids to school. Those things I really wasn't able to do. And so when I started to do those things again, I started to feel like, wow, I do have a place of value here and a purpose here on this earth. The one thing I did was I broke my silence, and so I wanted to share this with you guys tonight because I want to be as real as possible with you. I'm looking to connect with so many people that are doing so many wonderful things in helping others to overcome and survive depression and other mental health illnesses. I'm looking for people who are not afraid to incorporate God into the journey. I'm looking for people who are tired of being hurt, who know what it's like to be wounded, and who want to come together. I'm creating support groups. I'm creating a healing zone for women and men to come to. Right now, I want to look for a gentleman that is really ready and willing to be able to help the men that are going through, because our men need us too. Also, being able to have a platform for others to speak and to use their words, because this is what keeps you silent, and when that keeps you silent, that keeps you in bondage. It's nothing like waking up in the middle of the night to hearing voices in your head tell you that you're worthless, you're nothing, and you start to believe them. For me, that was the moment that I knew that I needed to get myself out of whatever was going on with me. And when I look back at those moments, I see that's, you're trying to get rid of these things. Some people blow their brains out because they can't get rid of it. All of this is hurt, pain, and trauma. We have to bring awareness to this and stop the stigma. We don't just wake up one day and decide that we're going to do something that is out the norm. Things happen and nobody's recognizing it. When there's violence in low poverty neighborhoods, we need to have grief counselors on hand. We need to have people there that are going to assist and help. We need therapists on hand to be able to help. We should not be left alone when things like that happen. And that happened to me. Left alone in a war zone where nobody is listening. Nobody is helping you. And you're just made to just go out and just finish and just walk through life. But my life changed. And I had 5 kids and nobody was there for me. And I appreciate the fact that God stayed with me. That what was instilled in me, I made sure that I cried out in prayer no matter how hard it was. No matter how left alone I felt. Because people will hurt you. And I can talk about that because I've been through that. People that said they were going to be there weren't there. Organizations that said that they're doing the work, they're not doing the work. The wait time was too long. The attitudes are too nasty. People aren't giving 2 fucks, and I'm putting it to you like that, about others who are going through. They're looking at you like, why is she tripping? Those are stigmas. Why is she acting crazy? Those are stigmas. And we need to stop it. We have people that are in leadership that say they love your community, but yet when I needed the help, they weren't there. They didn't want to be there because it wasn't lights, camera, action time. I'm pushing this without asking those same people and going to the tainted people, because I refuse to be with tainted people that hurt people. I'm speaking up because many are dying. I'm speaking up because Christopher is dead. I'm speaking up because somebody else is going through that very thing and nobody is there to help them. Hey, baby. Baby Smith, what's going on? So I am the voice for the silent. I am the one who will speak up and speak out, because it is time out for this. We have to bring awareness to this. We have to deal with this. I'm telling you right now, if you think you have a problem now on the earth with everything that is going on, those who are suffering, we see it every day when there are traumatic events that are happening, when people are randomly killing people and shooting people because something inside of their heads told them to do it. We don't have enough support. We are not educated on it, and we have too many stigmas behind it. You see the woman on the corner doing drugs or prostituting, guess what? She's gone through something in her life. You see someone who is an alcoholic, they've gone through something in their life, and that situation was ignored. We've got to help people to come out. We have children who are suffering. We have to recognize these things in our children when they're going through things, when they're acting out. We can't just leave it at they acting like their daddies, they acting like so and so. We got to break the generational curse. We got to bring this to the light. You have people who are suffering, who are in pain, who are dealing with chronic illnesses, who are suffering from depression because they're wondering, why me? You know, nobody's giving them a platform. Nobody's giving them motivation and encouragement. We've got to do better on this. I don't care what anybody thinks about me. I don't care what anybody has to say about me. You can say this is all I need to talk about all day long. This is all I need to do is this and that. Guess what? The one thing that I am doing is I'm walking unashamed and unapologetically telling my story so somebody else can heal, so somebody else know that their life has value, because the last thing I would ever do is come out of a storm and not be able to help anybody, for somebody else to sit there the same way I did and feel so alone, to feel like I was the only one in this world going through something. Guess what? Not on my watch. Is not gonna happen, and I'm not gonna let people hurt anymore, and I'm not gonna let tainted people lie to anybody anymore. This stuff is real, and we gotta help people, because somebody wants to come out and they don't know what to do. They don't even know who to go to. Let's not talk about it. Let's really be about it. Let's create healing zones for people to go to. Let's incorporate a plan for people, because we got to do away with all of the mess that's going on. We got to do away with the wait time being so long. By the time you get to them, they're gone, they're lost. We got to get people back, and we got to incorporate prayer back into people's lives. We got to make sure that we let people know that they have value. We got to let them know what the word of God said. Because if it had not been for that good book that was right there by my bedside, I don't know where I'd be right now. And I just got to be real with you right now. I got to be real. I'm not going to sit back and watch anybody else hurt anymore. I'm not going to do it. So if you are ready to do the legwork, if you are ready to assist, if you are ready to, volunteer, help out, come up, hit me up. Hit me up. Let me know. Inbox me. Call me. All of you. You already know how to get in touch with me. Do that. We've got to get a place of healing. We got to come together. I love the fact that, some people are inboxing me and saying, you know what, thank you, Nita, for sharing your story. Nita, I was going through this. Hey, Eugene, what's going on? You speaking about this and strategies really helped me. I'm losing weight. I'm writing again. I'm feeling happy again. I started meditating. I'm really reading my word. I'm back in the gym. I'm getting away from negative. I'm speaking life into myself. Those things make me happy. And guess what? It didn't even cost a dime. It didn't cost a dime for me to go ahead and just stand there unashamed, tears in my eyes, broken and all, to tell the story so somebody else doesn't go through what I went through, so somebody else doesn't feel so alone. We got to do away with saying negative things about people. Let me tell you, your words have so much power. The thing is, if you've ever been through verbal and physical abuse, if you know, really, verbal abuse is the worst abuse you can ever go through, because those words stick to you. All the lies people tell you, sticks and stones may break my bones, but your words can't help me. That is a daggone lie. I'm gonna tell you that's a lie, because those words stick with you. And when you're going through depression, those very words that you thought you'd never remember, it comes up somewhere in your brain. It's sitting there, and it's gonna remind you, and it's just waiting to manifest itself. And that's how the enemy works. The enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Play tricks on you, make you feel like your life ain't worth nothing, make you feel like you're crazy. Have people looking at you all funny. But I'm telling you today, I'm stepping up to the plate. Yes, I've done videos. You can follow me. You can Google me. I don't care how you do it. Let me tell you, I ain't ashamed of it. Every day I'm in recovery. Tears in my eyes. I don't care. I walk down the street and cry. If I gotta let it out, gotta let it out. The one thing I don't do is I don't let it consume me. But I stay in prayer and I do what God tells me to do. And I know that I'm doing the work anytime when I'm feeling alone. And I get a reminder that says thank you out of the blue. So I ain't walking in shame no more. I've started a GoFundMe to help with the cause, to start the support groups, to start getting the work done, to help assist with getting the necessary tools and educating materials to help others. If you go on my page, you'll see, or you can go to GoFundMe. Please share with others. There's no amounts that's going to be too small. Please share this out. Share my videos out. Let's start spreading the news. Let's start letting people know that they have value in their lives. I've been working with a lot of people. I'm so excited. A couple people, Michelle Jackson, who's on my page for Reasons to Hope Foundation, also is a peer support specialist that does one-on-one support. What a peer support specialist is a peer support specialist is there to assist those who are dealing with mental health behavioral illnesses, okay? And that peer support specialist knows all too well what it is like. Your peer support specialist is one who has been diagnosed as well, who has been on the road to recovery, who is there and certified to help you. It's nothing like being a part of someone and being there with someone who understands where you're coming from when you're going through this thing. And so that is a great benefit of having a peer support specialist. Also, I've been connecting with others who are coming out, who are having conferences and retreats to let you know that you have purpose in your life, to help you find those values, those things, and help you use your voice by using creativity and art, to incorporate positive strategies and holistic strategies to help you overcome depression and mood disorders and bipolars, and to really walk in the earth that we have here and really give back. So if you go on GoFundMe, you'll find this here on GoFundMe that says, it's called, the campaign is Helping Others Survive Depression, okay? Helping Others Survive Depression. And so if you look on here, you will see the link right here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but that is the link. Or you can just go to GoFundMe or go to my page and you'll see it. So I want you guys to please spread the word. I want you to donate. I don't care if it's $1, if it's a penny, if it's $5, $10. This doesn't matter. Whatever you can do to help with this cause. You have so many people who are trying to deal with this thing, and the way that they're dealing with it a lot of times is drinking, sexting, just staying down in negative, drugs, abuse. You have no idea what people are going through. And there's so many different situations why people are suffering. And so this is why it's important that I connect. I've started my own consulting business, and it's called Reconnecting Our Communities LLC. And so I am coming out. My website will be up. I'm not sure. It should be up in a couple weeks, maybe sooner. With that, there are also things that I'm going to do. And if I have to do this by myself, trust me, I will do it. So don't think that I won't. I'm telling you, I will do this. I can't do this alone, but if I'm left with no choice, then I would do it. I'm so appreciative to the ones who have reached out to me, and who has been of great encouragement, who has donated. And so it just really makes me happy. And the thing is, that's more amazing, is that these are people that I've never met in my entire life. And these are persons who are very humble and ready to do the work, and who are stepping out on faith. They understand where I'm coming from, and they speak the language that I speak. And when I say speak that language, I mean they understand where I'm coming from when I speak about God. We don't leave God out when we're helping others to recover. I'm very excited that there are others who are coming out who have Christian counseling available as well in this, and others who are doing the work that people don't even know about. The thing is to bring this to light, to really help the people. Be humble about it. So please share these videos. email me, reconnectingroc@gmail.com. Donate to the cause, volunteer your time, share your story. Email me if you've ever gone through this, if you've ever been through depression, if you are on the road to recovery. Hey Simone, if you have done this, I want to hear, write your letters. I'm also working with the Davis Project. We have people who are writing in letters, who have suffered from depression before, who has gone through this. And so they're sharing letters and letting others know that there is hope in all of this, and you do have a life of purpose, and you will survive, and you don't have to die from this. Also, incorporating art. I'm looking for 2 caterers, because there are events that I want to host, and if you know of any spots that I can host events, please do let me know. This is another reason why I'm doing campaign funding to help with the cost, because some of this stuff has to be paid for, and I don't have it all on one paycheck with 5 kids to do. So I'm really looking forward to have assistance from everybody. Again, go to GoFundMe or go on my page, you guys. Share this out. I want you to share my videos out to so many other people, to the news stations, to the radio stations, so that I can share the story, so that I can help others heal, so that we can come together and do the work together. For those of you who do, I'm looking to give back and to give you a shout out. Not only a shout out, but I want to send you nice gifting, souvenirs, and gifts for your hard work and your dedication and support, not only for me but for others. So please share this out. Share this if you know anybody in the radio stations, the news stations. Share my videos, share my story, share my posts with the world. I want you guys to share this, because it's so important that we start spreading awareness and stop the stigmas, and we gotta do better. So I love you guys. I'm getting ready to go back to my daughter. I thank you guys for following me. I thank you guys for sharing the videos. Please, look, there's work to be done, and I can't do this alone. I need your support. I love you and have a good night.